Hello everyone, Inkdisk here, and welcome back to Amnesia the Dark Descent. Last time we went through what was some sort of dungeon or jail cell, and made our way into the cistern here, which I'm appreciating because it's got, well, a lot more light in now,
So
so that...
you used the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
I think I'm going to end up needing that antidote. I mean, leather is stuck. I need grease. That looks like grease. Or at least raw sewage. Yeah, oil drainage. Alright. Good thing I still got the acid jar. That should do it. Broken pipe. Damaged by the impact, you say? Well, this is a physics-based puzzle game. So let's see. Oh yeah, that'll work. There we go. Now, before we go up there, because that looks like it's got mushrooms outside the door, something's glowing. Let's check around. I feel like this place is going to be relatively... Oh, come on. There. Okay. Now. Too deep. Okay. So I need to go somewhere to drain that. That might be what I need, actually. So going up there is part of one. Let's go through the easiest sea door. Alright. Alright. Ladder it is. Unless... Just... Nope, don't see anything worth picking up. Okay. Got doors on the sides. No doubt we're going to end up going there at some point. Ooh. Oh. What do you guys say about that? Repair the machine powering the eastern bridge. Okay, how about the western? Alright, that one's good. While that's lowering, let's go in the control room. Beautiful wild orchids seemed a testament to nature's strength, being able to grow inside Brandenburg. Alas, it was Alexander's studies and care which enabled the flower to blossom. At least he appreciates some things in life.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
If I had to guess, I'd say Alexander might be the friend from Algiers. I don't see a reason why I'd need to light anything at the moment. So we're going to take this section as an opportunity to... Okay, that's glowing. This section is an opportunity to manage our inventory a bit better. I have no idea what this does, but let's raise them all the way and see what goes from there. Alright. I imagine I'm gonna find out what's right or wrong about that later. more pipes. Leave those two there for now. Right. Okay, those ones can't move, so obviously this is gonna have to be a mirror. Okay, that one's mid, that one's about level with that pipe. That one's just below the joint. So that one's just below the joint. A little higher. Okay, right about there. Be nice if I could. Oh wait, that clicked. There we go. Okay, and then I imagine this can turn now. What? Let's get a chair and a box. There. Do me some good. And let's get another box and see if I can't fit it in. Okay, no, that just made things worse. Nope. Come on, slide, slide. Alright, that one's good. Now we just need to get... two will be good enough. Let's get those pipes through. That's one. And two. Now where do they go? Another pipe, okay. Let's get that. And I think I see a note on that table. Ooh. Okay, no, that's still temporary. So the boxes will have to stay. Oh, nice. Oil. Yeah, I was right. A note. Work I've put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. Limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressurized steam pushing its way through the pipes and turbines. Shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he worked with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in a traveler's locket. Oh, that's interesting. Sounds like this whole thing's supposed to replicate some sort of computer or such. Let's see. Is this the one that... Alright. Down, up, up, down. And then it's probably in the other room again. Yep. Let's just do this first. Down. Up. Up. Down. There we are. Ooh. Picked up a crank.
Daniel, is that you? What are doing?
Nothing, Mr. Strange Voice, who I assume is Alexander. Also, how are you talking from this far away? Okay, this... Here we are. This is where the pipes go. I feel like I need one more, though. Maybe there's one in here. Okay, get that. And this is the long one. Let's see, obviously they don't connect the same way, but let's see. Now let's see. If we imagine it as just 3 sections of pipe instead of, well, it's all 3 sections, but imagine one long one instead, well, one shorter than the long one. It appears like something goes across in the middle, something goes up and down in the middle, and then one goes on the side. So, you in the middle. You, okay, you go on the side apparently. Or no, you must have gone and hit the wrong thing. No. Maybe that went in out of order. There we go. Just have them out of order, I think. No. Actually, no. This one might fit now. There we go. Ooh, does this open? No, it doesn't. But at least everything's working. You know, considering everything, this place is still amazing. I mean, this is like the 19th century, I believe. It's like 1886, I think. Let me check that. There's no diary entries. 1830. Yeah, so this is the 1900s. Stuff like this would have been at best in its infancy, if I'm recalling. Like, for what the purpose is, anyway. Steam power and all that obviously had been around since I think the... Actually, yeah. I think steam power had been around since about the early 1800s. Oh, that's still lowering. Okay, and let's lower that. Oh, that one's stuck. We'll see to it in a bit. Blue light blinded him as it had done inside that murky tomb in Algeria. It was just as enchanting, and he tried to approach it, but the Baron's firm hand held him back. I don't trust the water, so we are going to avoid it for now.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mill.
Exactly.
I mean, you gotta admire the guy for one thing at least. He may be limited by the technology, but he's still done amazing things. I mean, how much of this castle had he built entirely himself? Or at least designed? Alright, can't lower it that way. And we're gonna get there eventually. Let's try this then first, see what we got. Alright, we got timed steam. Ooh, nice. Alright. I think that turned those off. Oh, oh no, it's back. Okay, what do you got to say about that thing?
7th of August, 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised. Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon, where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
Well, that's nice and all, but was that all this was? Oh, wait, here's something. What's that do? Redirect sewer wire. Alright. What? Why'd it cut the lights? Okay, avoid the water as much as... Hello? Okay, I think that's it splashing about. Okay, I'd rather not have to use the lantern so soon, but... Actually, what's my... Oh, my sanity is perfectly fine. We can afford to go without it for a little bit. Okay, now... Okay, it sounds like there's someone in there. Hello? Water has begun to slowly fill the chamber. I'm not too comfortable with that. Oh. Okay. Redirect sewer flow.
8th of August, 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
No doubt. I love that bit about cosmic horror, though, is when the thing is a combination of science and mysticism. Alright. Art turning in, rushing in makes a strange sound. That's because that's a person making that sound. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Okay. I'm not quite done in this area, though. Come on, come on. If I'm lucky, that thing is stuck over there. Is that a rock? Can I break that? Well, not from here, but... How about here? It'd help if I didn't miss. There we go. Okay. What can I do? I can't seem to pick up any boxes. Maybe I just haven't hit the right spot. Let's hit the chain. There we go. I am so smart. Okay, last note.
9th of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Perhaps. Although I doubt you're going to be intended to be a part of it. Alexander seems to like using people. Alright. Let's just make our way across. Avoid going in the water. I don't know how many water monsters there are. Fine, I'll turn the lantern on, you big baby. Oh. It's in there somewhere. Yep. I'm just curious about if this thing's still gonna make sound. Oh, oh. Don't fall in. We know for sure there's one on this side. Voice one. Oh, so you knew it was a voice. I mean, you're not much different from your old self, are you? Waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape or contour appeared. Okay. Now let's see. Get the feeling we still gotta get into that one, but... let's... Needs a push. Alright, so let's see if we can't do like we did with that other bridge and hit it with a rock. When in doubt, hit it with something. If it works for the funds, it works for everything else. Alright, let's angle this way so that if I overshoot, it at least stays there. And we'll do 3 just to be safe. One more. I can't imagine anyone having to actually go through all this. I mean, what do you guys think? You think you'd be able to handle this quite as well as Daniel has? Or are you gonna be... oh, didn't even need a full one. Or you think you guys would be panicking a bit more? Red taint burst from the walls as if it had begun to bleed. Crowd on fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. Yeah, we got that from the notes already. This place is a little darker.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded.
What?
The shadow.
It has?
For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
This is a lot of bones. Oh, got another vision.
What? What happened? Why are all these
Oh,
dead?
wow.
Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
Those are scratch marks. More than one person's ended up here that wasn't fully dead. What the? Another vision?
3 days now. This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone come to this room? Hey! Anybody! Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
I'm surprised you didn't try the hammer and chisel or screwdriver. You might have been able to bust the door open. I want to take the opportunity to say thanks everyone who's been watching along. Support really means a lot to me, and especially to this channel, because I want to try to make a go of being a YouTuber. And oh, you're so cute. Oh, okay, that's less cute. Guess we're going this way. Oh, that is not pleasant. And he is. Got a few doors, okay. Any nope. Oh, I might have to blur that out.
I hear you breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me? Have you changed your mind?
Not sure. Let's check your canister. This is your inner thoughts, right, Alexander? I fear for David, for he is reckless. He is tainted by the approaching shadow and will not be able to pass the gate. Will he be able to accept this in the end? My love, I've seen evil in him. How am I to trust him with the truth? What cruel irony that I have to do unto him what Agrippa did unto me. You could have still told the truth. Maxine enables my men to work in the fungi-ridden sewer is a definite success. Unfortunately, only a few of the servants have been remedied, as the procedure proved difficult. Others will perish, and eventually I will have to create more of them to keep my experiments running. Note that an injection of vaccinated blood will work as a shield long enough to pass the sewers without any risk of infection. It will do fine for prisoner transport. Alright, find a prisoner who's been vaccinated and inject myself with their blood. Well, I have mentioned that guy's vaccinated. Plague outbreak. The strange deaths among the servants and the prisoners have finally been resolved. It seems that the drained sewer, which has recently been opened for use as a means of transport, is plagued by a peculiar poisonous fungus. The victims seem to have suffered extremely quick outbreak of sickness affecting the entire body. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared by this calamity, but it is clear that this cripples my progress. The prisoners die quickly and are contaminated vitae lacks the energy I seek. I shall immediately start work on a vaccine. See, even when he's helping his own workers to further his ends, it's still out of selfish means of he just can't replace them faster. Don't pick that up. Oh, that's a lot of bodies. Alright. Feels like I didn't actually have to be in here. And based on the ringing in my ears, I shouldn't have been. Yeah, let's check my tools. May I? Copper tube. Plus that should be a crude needle. Yeah, that'll work well enough. I don't know what the crank is for, but... Okay. There really is no reason to be in here, but dear Lord. Daniel, if you had any hand in this, you really are irredeemable. Let's get out of here before my... Actually, I thought I saw something. Okay. Let's get out of here before he goes insane. At the very least, I like to imagine that the ringing and all that is this current Daniel not to wanting to deal with this sort of thing. Okay, well, let's see, where would I... Oh, straight in the skull. Okay. And then let's take some... Okay, I didn't... That's not quite the way I was expecting, but... Oh, that's gnarly. Are we immune? And can I take... Okay, I can't take that back. That thing's busted. Okay, keep hidden and maybe it won't go straight for our room. If it does, we just try to loop around. Yeah, this one sounds different. It's a moose man. Please go away. Don't look at the bodies, Daniel. Just admire this stonework. Okay, I think it's gone. Or at least gone enough. We just need to take a left. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish a ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest some vitae. That much was certain. Okay. I don't think it's going to follow all that soon, but we still got to get going before it comes back. Yeah, that door is not likely to budge. So we got to get through here. A nice is drained. There's the fungus spores. Henry Bedloe went to class carrying the anger of his bitter mother. He never cried, he made others cry instead. Pain is like that. You either become sad or you become angry. Henry always chose the latter. Who's Henry? Okay. Let's just take a quick look ahead. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a whole thing. And I actually don't have time for this part anyway, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next part. Take care and have a nice day. Bye-bye.